And we are back with another episode on Across the Board. It is currently Wednesday evening at 9:03 p.m. Central Standard Time. Um, your weather for the day, because when do we ever not talk about the weather? Beautiful, absolutely precious weather outside today. I
Wasn't
could have
raining.
walked. It was really good. It was really good weather. Okay, I was thrilled to be outside. Um, what about you? How's it in far, far away from me?
It's not bad here. I think the high was like 64 today. Maybe a little more than that. Maybe it was like 67 or something. But
It's,
it's
I'd
not
say it's
bad. It's
pretty
supposed to
good.
get a little warmer, but it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, so that's not good golfing
Oof.
weather.
No, I'm gonna have to say it ain't good golf weather.
No. And then it's supposed to get warm till about Sunday. It's supposed to get up like 80, and then it's going to plummet again for Monday, Tuesday. Well, we have a tournament Monday, Tuesday. Monday's high is like, I think the high is 70. And then Tuesday, we're back in the 50s. Like, what, why? Why is this? Why? I mean, really? It was
I got it.
64 last time when I checked. It was 30 high 57 earlier when I checked. It's probably gone down. I mean, why not?
Yeah, I'm hoping the weather's decent next Sunday. I have my golf tournament, and I'm really hoping it's pretty weather. So I'm very excited for that. But speaking of golf,
That's what we're
guess
talking
what?
about tonight.
We'll
So
talk
it's
about
just a
golf.
perfect segment. Yeah,
I mean, we're just going right into golf. Um,
we are.
let's just get right into it. Jacob Bridgeman, he was due, man. He's been up top of the leaderboard. He gets it done.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, watching him down the stretch, I was getting nervous. Okay. He left a couple putts really short. Not just
Okay.
short. They were they were knee knockers.
That's
But
that's
who
fair. That's
but
fair.
who cares? He won. Winners win, and he won.
True that.
Um I'll go through my notes first. I know we both have some notes to go over. I'll go through mine first and I'll give it to you. Um some numbers from him this week I thought were impressive. Obviously, he was first in strokes gained approach to green, one of our
Mhm.
keys to victory, or to play the course well, not even a key. It's just how you got to play the course well. He was
Yep.
first in strokes gained putting, of course, first strokes gained total. He was tied for 13 this week in driving distance, which we talked about being a big part as well, letting it fly down the fairway. First in green
Mhm.
regulation, first in putts per green, and then fourth in feet of putts made. Um, I think it was a fantastic week from Jacob Bridgman. Um, I was really happy to see where he is now, and how well he's been playing. I mean, he was due. Um, I thought at the end there, for Kitayama or even Rory, kind of they put themselves at a chance to win. But being five shots
Mhm.
back, it was right. I mean, it
Yeah.
was that's tough to come back from. But I'm happy for him.
Yeah. Same. It was a good week for him. I mean, kind of across the board there. It was a good week.
No pun intended.
Mm, Not at all. Um, Obviously he won at 18 under. The runner-ups were Rory, and Rory made that long putt on 18 to get to 17. Put some pressure on Bridgman to then leave it 4 feet short and had to make a 4-footer. That's a little nerve-wracking. But and then Kurt Kitayama had a great last round, and he got to 17 as well. Um, but really, I mean, yeah, it came down the stretch there a little bit. Maybe a little scary there at the end, but he kind of ran away with this one on Saturday. He was up 6 strokes going into Sunday. Yes, he shot one over, but I mean, we knew it was going to be kind of hard for anybody to catch him. Um, and hey, I mean, he did what he needed to do to win. It wasn't pretty on Sunday, but he did what he needed to do. And really, the thing that won him the tournament was his putting and his approach game. I mean, Saturday, I didn't think the man could miss. I honestly didn't think he was going to hit a ball outside
No,
of 5 feet,
Saturday
probably.
Saturday hit that start was insane on Saturday.
That's probably that's probably the best approach game for him since he's been on tour. And man, I didn't think he was going to hit it outside of 5 feet on Saturday. and then he was making everything he saw if he did hit it outside of 5 feet. He was first in strokes gained putting this week. He was first in strokes gained approach. Um, we did talk about off the tee, obviously last week at Pebble. Um, not great. Not great. He I had the stats here somewhere. Last week, oh yeah, he was plus 22% on driving accuracy this week compared to last week. And I mean, we knew he was going to have to hit it in the fairway this week. Riviera is not a challenging course per se off the tee, but driving distance wise, it promotes that, especially with it being kind of soft this week and it being wet. The guys that could drive it far obviously had a big advantage. And I mean, he took advantage of that, that's for sure. He obviously plus 22% from last week, which is insane. Even though strokes gained wise, he was 17th off the tee, but and then tee to green he was 8th. It didn't matter. I mean, it didn't seem like that at all. He played great. I mean, it's just. I mean, the only thing that hurt him was around the greens was 42nd. But honestly, the only reason that was because he hit so many greens, he didn't have to be around the greens that much. So that helped. I mean, it was a great. Obviously, Riviera is always a great venue. They made some changes, like we had talked about, and made holes. I think it was in total 56 yards longer this week than it has been ever. Um, Obviously, most of that coming on the par 3, number 4, right? Is it 4?
Think so.
I think so.
I thought it was. I mean, yeah,
They made that from what 237 to like 262 or something
yeah. It
like that.
was. It was funny because then they had that drivable par four that was
Yeah,
what 20 yards
they've
longer,
always had that. Yeah,
or it was like maybe 40, but
yeah,
um,
and then they made 18 a little bit longer, like 15, 20 yards. So in total, I think it added up to like 56 yards longer than it has been. But I mean, honestly, those holes weren't even a pain for anybody. Uh, we did see that a lot of people did come up short on 18 quite a bit, especially to a back left pin on Saturday. A lot of people were coming up short. Scotty hit it there. I know. I think I watched Marco Pinge. Um, I think Rory even ended up short there. A ton, like I would just watch a ton of people end up short. So maybe that had you know, an effect. But really, it was these greens this week, man. They were so soft, which is not normal for Riviera. But with it being as rainy as it was before this tournament and them getting as soft as they did, these greens really, I mean, they didn't challenge the players, to say the least. They did not. So, I mean, I think what I saw was that where strokes were gained um, for all the players, putting went up from 0.59, what it usually is, to 0.72 in strokes gained. So obviously, again, putting it didn't. I mean, had really small effect. Uh, it was the average this week was 69.65. So the strokes gain. So the average scoring was down by 1.26 than what it usually is, um, which is obviously not insane. And again, Bridgman only won by 18. Only won at 18. The record was at 20. He was chasing that, and sadly could not get there. But man, this week, great for Jacob Bridgman. I think he did everything he could to win this tournament.
yeah. I mean, simple as we can put it from us. I mean, again, I'm very happy for him. I think this was a great week of golf. Um, Now let's get to this week's of golf, the Cognizant Classic. Um, I'm going to give you your weather for the week because I always, to me, the weather is very, it's important to me at least, just
Mm-hmm.
because it can always come into play. And this week it gets interesting. I'm noting,
Before you do that, I just want to mention. I know obviously Jacob Bridgman won this week, right? and this week was special for him. But I did want to mention his almost evolution from when he first got on tour to now. Um, he's someone to look out for the rest of the year. 5 starts now, and he's placed.
He's made all 5 cuts. I'll tell you
Well,
that.
he's made all 5 cuts. I think he's placed top 15 in 4 out of those 5, 3 out of those 5, something like that.
I think from numbers I had, yes.
But
Or
I
was
just want to take a minute to appreciate how good he's actually gotten compared to when he entered the tour on 2020 in 2024. Um, in strokes gained putting, he's he's always been good putting. He's always gained strokes putting since he's been on tour. Um, since compared to 2025, he's added plus 1.83. Um, that's this year. Last year he was 0.9. So he's added 0.9 to strokes gained putting. Around the greens, again, he's not the best around the greens, but for as many greens as he hit, he doesn't have to. That's barely moved. He's still at minus 0.15. But I think the big number here is the fact that his approach game is up 0.1.17 strokes gained. He's gaining a stroke more than he has since 2025, and he's gaining plus 1.2 from 2024. He's plus 1.5 this year. He was barely gaining in strokes approach, and it's been a weakness in his game. His iron game's not been the greatest since he's entered onto the tour, but it's gone up amazingly. Off the tee has gone up just a tad bit. And his total strokes gained obviously have gone up insane. They've now plus 2 more than what it was in 2025, plus 2.7 since 2024. I think the biggest thing to look at though with him is the fact that his driving distance, he's added 10 yards since he entered in 2024. Which is you would think would almost decrease the accuracy, but he's gone up plus 6% in driving accuracy since 2024, which is adding distance and being more accurate is obviously huge with the amount of hard fairways they play. If you can get a ball to roll a ton, man, you can hit it a mile. And he's done it. And compared to the rest of the tour, he's plus 4.3 yards over average just in this year. I mean, he's done everything right to get to the point of winning this week. And I think that's a big thing to look at. He has put in a ton of work, whether it's with his driver and adding distance and being more accurate, which he had a problem with. We even saw last week at Pebble. And doing that better, which puts him in better positions in the fairway and not in the rough. So his strokes gained approach goes up insane amounts, and he's so good with his irons. And we saw it on Saturday. He can be. So when he puts himself in better positions, he's gonna have those shots that he had on Saturday, and he's gonna stick those shots. His problem to begin with was that his driver was terrible. I saw a stretch of like 36 consecutive tournaments last year that he was losing shots off the tee. And it was right in the middle of the year. He was just losing shots, tournament after tournament after tournament after tournament off the tee. It haunted him for most of 2025 last year. So for him to completely flip that, not only add yardage but add distance, and it's adding strokes gained, is incredible. And I think it's something that we need to look at and just pay attention to more going down the rest of the year. I think he can compete at many more tournaments. Um, he might win a couple, maybe a few times this year.
Yeah, and I mean, he's already, but the thing is, he's already shown that these first 5 weeks. I mean,
Oh yeah,
that's he's been a name, and now he's there. And
yeah.
I think again, I'm excited to see. Um, all right, we'll get to the Cognizant Classic. Um, your weather. I want to point out one day this week, Sunday, high of 80, low 67,
Mm-hmm.
11-mile-an-hour winds. There is a chance of thunderstorms,
Mm-hmm.
so this could make Sunday's round fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
if the thunderstorms do come. Um, the previous winners, Joe Highsmith.
Yep.
Now, last year,
Which
Jacob
he is
Bridgman
playing this
finished.
week. He is playing this week. Just wanted to say.
Jacob Bridgman finished in second place. He is not playing this week though,
Hmm.
which is sad
There's
because
not a
if he
ton
wa-
of guys playing, even though this does start the Florida swing. We just got done with the West Coast swing, so now we're on to the Florida swing. There's not
mm,
a ton, like a ton of big guys, but
yeah,
obviously past winners.
yeah, of course, year before that, Austin Eckroat, Chris Kirk before that, and Sepp Straka.
Hmm.
Um, some notes. You kind of notice this is a little bit kind of like last week. Driving distance is obviously going to be a big key. Strokes gained around the green, some scrambling is going to be huge. Along with, of course, putting, and then strokes gained approach, iron game, huge as always. Um, again, I mean, that's kind of my notes I get kind of going into this week. I do have some guys that I think could win, but I'll let you get to your notes first and kind of get your thoughts going into this week.
Yeah, I mean, you stated it. This course usually plays pretty neutral to favoring people. Um, as in, many types of players can win in this course. It kind of fits to most people's games. Uh, it's different from like Riviera where it favors the bombers and maybe you can be a little more inaccurate, but if you get it down there, this course it kind of just favors pretty much anybody. We've seen a ton of different type of players win. Obviously, Austin Eckroat, Sepp Straka, Joe Highsmith, like a ton of different types of styles of games win. So, I mean, you look at this week and you look and say, there's a ton of people who could actually win this week.
Sure. I'm going to give you your odds. These are presented by FanDuel Sports,
Mhm.
or not. Yeah, they're provided by. This is from FanDuel Sports, um, PGA Tour website. KH Lee is favored this week at the top. Shane Lowry right behind him at plus 1400. Ryan Gerard at plus 1400. Nikolai Hoygaard at plus 1900. I love that guy. Michael Thornbjornson plus 2200. Rasmus Hogard
Mhm.
plus 2200. Heath Mitchell plus 2700. Daniel Berger plus 2700. And then Brooks Koepka plus 3000. Then you obviously have your sneakers right behind there. But that's some names up top of the odds list. Outside of the top 3,000, who do you think has a chance this week? And I think I know who you're going to
Well,
pick because one of those guys is on my list of a possible
well,
winner.
man, I would give it. There's a ton of players. Again, like I said, a ton of players can win because of how this course sets up. And obviously, my picks for uh, dark horses are always plus 3,000 or more. Um, and man, there's so many players. One of them you named, Brooks Koepka at plus 3,000 is obviously a pick that I think a lot of people want to take. I could totally see him winning. I would not put him against it, but he is not going to be one of my dark horses for this week. Even though I think he will compete.
I got one more.
Um,
So actually, I have two dark horses. I thought you went below 3,000, but at the 3,000 line, I do have
it's
Bruce Kepka. But I
yeah.
have another one, though. I do have another guy. Bruce Kepka is one of the guys on my list, though, and I have another one. But I have three guys in
I'm
total.
gonna go. Man, I had a couple pick that are far down here. Max Homa is plus 5,000. I think he's a great pick. He's trending in the direction of
I think
where he wants to be.
on here, I got him at plus 4,000. So it looks like he jumped up, but I also don't know how often this updates.
Well, I'm looking on a different site than you are probably, so it makes a
Oh,
difference. Um, but yeah, I have him at plus 5,000, which I really like because I think he can. I mean, shoot, I think he can win. I do want to mention though, there's a couple of guys like way down here that I think could really have a chance. That are maybe like more than dark horse picks. They're kind of insane picks. But Neil Shipley's playing this week. He's a obviously he got his PGA Tour card from being great on the Corn Ferry Tour last year, and he is an amazing dude. He's really fun to watch and listen to, but he's also a amazing golfer, and so he's one to look out for because he could be a sneaky kind of up there in, I mean, the top. Um, and then also Blades Brown is playing this week. Got to mention him out too. I think he's plus 15,000 as well. Oh, he might be 10. Yeah, he's 10,000. So a couple of well, Blades Brown obviously is really young, but a couple of guys that are way out there. But to get to my actual real, I'll give you 4 guys that I think could win. Austin Eckroat. He won 2 years ago here.
I do. I like that guy, man. If you haven't seen it, sorry to cut you off, but have you seen the inside the ropes on the PGA Tour on YouTube?
Mhm.
They did one a couple years ago with him. I
Yeah.
want to say it was Brian Palmer.
Mhm.
I can't remember the other two, but I know Osaka one of them. That was awesome to see. So, but if you haven't seen it, go check that out because that was awesome. But you may continue. Sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt.
I would say he is one of them that I would man. I mean he's a good ball striker. He's obviously can win. He's won here before. He won 2 years ago at the Cognizant. So obviously a guy that you know he can do it. Um the next guy, which I was trying to see where he placed last year. He did play. I'm trying to find him real quick. Sorry. Um, where's my guy? Yes, there he is. Plus 6,000. I gotta go. Uh, Chomp Chomp Gator. Billy Horschel at plus 6,000. Um, he always seems to love the Florida swing. He usually plays great during these rounds. Why not? He is a Florida Gator. He played great in Florida. He placed tied 25th last year and tied 9th the year before, but he usually does play great at these courses that don't really favor anything like special because he's not a big bomber of the ball, but he can just get around a golf course and make some birdies. So he's going to be my other pick. And then there's so many guys I could pick. There's one guy that I really want to pick, and I guess I'm going to. Most people saw him last year when he played with Scotty and loved the round. It was absolutely fun to watch. But Hao Tung Lee at plus 4,000, I love watching him play golf. He is he is a fun guy. He didn't I don't he did not play in this event last year, but I don't know if he's ever played at PGA National, to be completely honest with you. But he is a good ball striker. He hits the ball a mile. He can score. If you ever watched him play golf, well, if you haven't watched him play golf, go watch a couple of rounds. I think he is definitely a guy that could win this week. And then I'm guessing I haven't picked the guy that you thought I was going to pick yet. Well, I guess I'm going to go with, because you were thinking plus 4,000 or more, which
I
I
was thinking
was,
plus 3,000 or more.
oh, okay. Well, then maybe I am going to pick him. Because I think my other guy that I'm going to go with, man, it's hard. But I mean, 18th last year. It's hard. I'm in between two guys. I'm in between Daniel Berger and Max McGreevy.
Those are not my
Not
guy.
who you thought. Not who you thought, huh?
Yeah.
Who did you think? Go ahead and give yours.
So I'll go through my whole
Oh wait,
list.
I think I might know.
Say it then.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'll go through my order. My first pick was Nikolai Højgaard.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching this kid play golf. I've watched him over the past 3 seasons, not even on the PGA Tour, but on the DP World Tour. This kid's got game. I could see him getting a win this week. Brooks Koepka, obviously. I mean, dude's got a golf game.
Mm-hmm.
We know he can play.
Yeah.
I threw an oddball. Tom Kim plus 5,500.
Okay,
Got to rock with
yes.
that guy. but that was not him though. You ready? Who
Mhm.
I put up here? He's made all three of his cuts this season. He hasn't finished inside the top 25 though. But you know what? I think there's hope. Aaron Rye is
You
on.
see, I was staring at him. I was staring at him, thinking double glove. That's definitely who he thinks I'm going to pick.
I
I
put on
knew
my
it.
list.
Man, he's disappointed me so far this season. Obviously, he hasn't missed a
Yeah,
cut, but he's disappointed me. And he played great. He played what? Played great at Pebble the first couple of rounds, and then kind of fell off. And we've seen him do that so many times. I just don't. With how open, this course is, as in the fact of who could win, anybody can, and he is one of them that could definitely do it. So I don't hate it. I just, I just wasn't. I knew it. I was staring at him the whole time. The double gloves man was in my head.
that's who I was rocking with.
I also want to say though, because I did realize somebody else. Um, I don't even know what his odds are. They've got to be like way down there, I'd imagine. Um, I'd love to see Joel Damon get a win this week, but that's not what I was
He,
talking about.
he
He's played
I
great. He's played good. Florida swing's usually pretty decent for him. Um, it's not a bad thing. He's plus 15,000. Eric Van Rooyen, one of the purest ball strikers on tour. Oh my gosh,
dude,
man!
I
I could
love
watch his range session over and over and over again, and
dude
I would never get tired of it.
on the ESPN app. He was one of my favorites. Like I actually had him like as like a favorite. I started him. Loved after he got his first PGA Tour win.
Mm-hmm.
After his buddy passed, I've like followed him ever since. Like he's
Yeah,
got game. He's a gamer.
he placed tied ninth last year and tied second the year before at Cognizant. So I mean, he definitely is a guy, and how pure he strikes the ball, man. I always love when he plays in an event because when they show him, so nice. Also, just wanted to say that I never said Max McGreevy placed um, tied fourth last year in this event. That was the reason he likes this course. I could totally see him winning it. Uh, and obviously, Daniel Berger is Daniel Berger.
Daniel Berger.
Honestly, he could win it.
Well, with that being said, give me your pick. Let's hear it.
I'm not going anything special this week. I'll be honest. It's not like way out there. Um, even though, like I think Billy Horschel has a great chance. I just want to say, not because I'm a Florida Gator and they won tonight, all right, in both sports they played, but because he loves the Florida swing. He's only missed one cut in the last like 10 years of that event, and that was just because he played like absolute trash. Um, he has a definite chance, and I think I know who you're gonna pick, but I'm going with Shane Lowry. I have no reason not to pick him, man. He actually plays. This is what listen. He plays with Aaron Rye and Billy Horschel tomorrow.
What a pairing.
I'm just saying. Your winner might come from that group. If I had to take a wild guess. But again, Shane Lowry, man, tied 11th last year, tied fourth the year before, tied fifth the year before that, second the year before that. He's played great at this course. He loves PGA National. There's a reason why he does play in this event because honestly, he doesn't play in a ton. But he loves the Florida swing. He loves this course. He plays great at it, and I mean, I see no reason why he shouldn't be the person to win it.
Well, I'll do a process of elimination for you. I'll cross off Tom Kim.
Yeah.
Bruce Koepka hasn't been great for me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna cross him off. So now who we're down to.
Mm-hmm.
Be completely honest. I'm gonna take Nikolai Hoygaard though. I wanted to take Aaron Rye, but I just don't know, man. That's a big jump for me. I think he can win it. But Hoygaard has been up top so many leaderboards this year that I feel like this is his week he breaks through. This is his
I'm
opportunity.
surprised. I'm surprised because even though he wasn't on your list, I'm surprised you didn't pick your boy Michael Thornton.
He was a thought. I'll say he was a thought, But I'll be honest, like when I was making this list, I said I was either going to put him or Hoygaard on this list. It was one of those two.
Fair enough.
I said I'm going to pick one or the other. I like Hoygaard though. I just he's been on top of a lot of leaderboards.
Yeah, they
I,
both
I
played great this year, so
yeah, but I think Hoygaard is his time to break through. I think he gets a win
totally
this
see it.
week.
Yeah, I could
So
totally see that. I
mhm.
think again, there's a million of guys who could win this week because again, this course doesn't favor a specific type of golfer. There's a reason why you see these guys that have a chance to win, and even when a couple of big names are in there, like Shane Lowry, they don't always win because anybody can win this week, and it's honestly one of the more fun events because PGA National is a great course, and I mean, if you're gonna watch it, why not? Just watch it.
Exactly, exactly. With that being said, is there anything you want to add?
I don't think so. Obviously, watch the event. Hopefully, they show Eric Van Rooyen hit about 100,000 golf balls from the middle of the fairway because that's all I care about.
Well, there
But
you
other
go,
than that,
man.
yeah, watch it and
Uh,
hopefully my pick is right and yours is wrong.
we've both been wrong this year, actually. I will
And I've
say
both
that.
been and I've been right. So
Sure, you have.
I just want to say I did call Chris Goddard up. I called it. I said it.
But that
First
wasn't your
time we did
pick.
it.
But that wasn't your pick, though, was it?
It
Exactly.
technically was my pick.
Technically wasn't. Great answer. With that being said, um, tomorrow, tune in. It's college baseball. I'm excited. Jaden can tell
I
you
know
I
you are.
have been enthused.
I know you are.
Okay, I am ready for tomorrow's episode. Little disclaimer: it might come out on Friday though. We will probably record tomorrow night. It will be a late night though. I have umpiring duties to attend to. So
Hmm. Yeah, we're
yeah,
gonna have to figure that one out.
it won't be too late though. I should be back. We'll probably. I mean, I'll have everything ready to go. But college baseball's back. Go check that out. PGA Tour. Go watch it.
Yep. Oh well. He is out of here, but I guess I don't really know what happened there. But yeah, go watch PGA Tour. Um, go watch our podcast for tomorrow, and obviously go follow us on all our socials: Instagram, Threads, TikTok, YouTube. Go watch the podcast on Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, and see y'all tomorrow.
We will see y'all tomorrow. Go check it out.